Hi, sometimes when we're trying to go after a goal, we're trying to achieve something big which we have in our mind, we have manifested it, we have created it, we're walking along that path, be it a business, a job, anything else that you want to achieve in life. Sometimes we become confused, we cannot see where we're heading to. So just like to share a small story with you, and that is of Edmund Hillary, who was the first man who climbed Mount Everest. Now, he had nothing to do with mountain climbing. He was actually a beekeeper from New Zealand. However, his goal was to reach the top of Mount Everest, and he went once, he went twice, and it was not until the third time with his assistant Tenzing Norgay that he was able to climb and reach the summit of Mount Everest. But the interesting thing that he shared after completing this amazing feat was that he only managed to understand how to get to his goal after achieving it. So after he had climbed Mount Everest, he could look back and see that this was the way to get to my goal. And I think that's similar to many other goals that we set ourselves in life. We try and have a set path, and this must be the only path how to get there, but that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes you realize once you reach your goal and you look back that the path you thought was the right way to get to your goal was not in fact true, and you had to go different ways and do different things and suffer some setbacks, failures and successes on the way, and then you finally reach your destination. So do not get dismayed, do not get disappointed if you're going through failures, you're going through setbacks. Just like Edmund Hillary, when he looked back down at Mount Everest, he must have seen where, while he was climbing up the mountain, there was a lot of wind, he had to stop, there were some smooth passages, some rocks passages which he couldn't get past. Being a mountain, I'm not a mountain climber, so I don't know the technical details, but just to give you an example, that he must have had difficulties coming up the mountain. But once he reached the top and he looked back down, he could see what his path was. And this is similar to many things that we want to achieve in life. Once we get there, we can look back and say, this is how I was meant to get here. But the main point is to keep on moving, keep on trying, keep on focusing and moving forward.